All right. Hello, Tammy. How are you this morning? It's not morning. It's afternoon. It's afternoon, or it is noon here for us. Could be afternoon for you. I think you're in Tennessee, you said? But welcome. Anyways, it's Sunday. The weekend flew by too quickly, as usual. And I thought I would try and decorate further these paint pours that I tried after I put the kids to bed one night. I tried out the pouring oil on these ones. So I got some of the cells. So these like bubbles, I guess. I don't know how else to refer to them. They're called cells, but where it kind of bubbles through. So I think I put the pouring oil in the black paint. So the black paint kind of bubbled through and created those. So you can see it in there. It kind of makes these really cool. Reminds me of a science experiment a little bit. Just gives it a different look, a little bit different than the marbly look. This one's kind of neat, even though it's very simple. And then this guy, the only bad thing is, and you can kind of see it up close, is there's still like some bumpy air bubble stuff going on. So if Shannon shows up, I'd be curious to ask her. I actually think that it might have to do with the pouring medium that I used, because it's apple barrel, so it's cheap. I did buy some of the Floetrol. I just haven't tried it yet. I'm just one of those silly people that wants to use up what I've got before I start on something new. So, but these bubbles, that like they're physically, you can feel them, the bumps in there. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this one yet. So I think I'm going to start with these smaller guys, and I'm debating if I even want to write on them, because the pouring part is so cool. Like I think I might write boo on this one, because it's got very subtle lines in it. Let's see. Oh, you got some of the alcohol ink, but you have no clue how to use it. Yes, so the alcohol ink is totally different. And I did put some links, I think, in last week's video, and then also I think I shared some throughout the week on the community tab of some alcohol inks designs that I've done. I've mostly done it on Santorini stones. It works really well on the Santorini stones because it kind of soaks it up. But you can do it if you put down a layer of like chalk paint or the gesso onto a regular stone. It will work there too, but it's you got to play with it and get used to it. So thank you. Alcohol inks, I have found like dropping it on there directly is a little bit too intense for my tastes. So I will use like a makeup sponge or even a paintbrush, and you can dilute the alcohol inks with regular rubbing alcohol if you want, and that'll kind of dissipate it a little bit so it's not so intense, because they can be very intense. Oh, good. You have both kinds of rocks. Perfect. And then you just kind of play with it, and you can start really light, and then you can darken it up by adding more layers. I have a cute candy corn one that I did last year that doesn't have any instructions. It's just kind of a peek at the process, but I'll have to share that one this week too, so you can see that. But it was fun. It was on a oh goodness, this one's bumpy. I already messed it up. It was on a triangular shaped rock, so it was perfect for a candy corn. And I just used the orange and yellow alcohol inks to make a candy corn out of it. It was really cute. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm writing sideways and crooked here. It's okay. We'll get the initial lettering on here and then go from there. So I will have to keep this one probably to about an hour, because I've got some family stuff that came up before I hopped on that I have to deal with, but that's okay. We're still here, and I do have a giveaway that we'll do a little bit later. We'll give everybody a chance to get on here. Where'd it go? Had it sitting here. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It's over here on the side. I have this cute little bat Santorini, and it's on a keychain. I ordered it, and I thought, this would be fun to share with my crew and let them paint it for Halloween. Let's see how it goes. Oh, comparison is the thief of joy. Don't do it. This is a really bumpy rock, so it's not cooperating the way I wanted it to. And now my pen fizzled out on me. I noticed that I ordered some more of these Posca, these Uni Posca, whatever, the PC1MR pens. I get them from Durable Supply Company, and you have to buy a lot of them, but you get them for cheaper, and I use them, so it's worth it. But I'm noticing that everywhere that I know that sells these white ones, they aren't in stock. So I think it might be some sort of supply chain issue like we're seeing with, we were talking about toilet paper last week. These white pens seem to be in short supply. So I ordered some other ones that were available that I'll try out and see how they do. But change is hard for me. So it's like I was not happy that they didn't have these in stock because I'm used to them. But maybe it'll open the door to something that works a little better, because sometimes you do have to go over these with white paint. At least I do, to make me happy, to make sure they're nice and solid. Sometimes they can be a little see-through. But so what are you working on today, Tammy? What fun things? Oh my goodness, this rock is so much more bumpy than it looks. I should have given it a coat of something before I poured on it. Honestly, I was just grabbing rocks because I made more of the pour paint than I meant to, and I had extra. So the Posca pens, I usually link to them on Amazon just so that you can see them, because I figure some people may not want to buy in bulk. So the ones, if it's used in a video, I'll link it on Amazon for the most part. So you can find them there. And then you just sat down. There you go. So yeah, I link to Amazon, and then you can buy them there, or this other place I get them from is called Durable Supply Company, where it's kind of like you buy in bulk. So I think I bought like 6 of I guess you don't have to buy in bulk, but it's cheaper if you do. I can't remember. I'm so bad. But yes, so yes, if I use these in a video, they will be linked in the description. I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I mess with it at all. Oh, what to do with these guys? I almost kind of want to just do a spider web, a really thin spider web with my little, where'd it go, eyeliner brush. I had it. Let's see. That's the problem with a tiny brush. There it is. It disappears. So this little guy is tiny, but I might just do a spider web with white paint. I don't know why I feel so blocked today. It's so tricky. And doing a spider web, let's see how this goes. Got cords going every which way here. Let's see. Gotta figure out a middle first, I guess. So I'm just gonna get the majority of the paint on there and drag it out towards the edge. And if it's a little bit faint on the edge, that's okay, because it's a spider web. That seems like a legitimate thing to be for a spider web, right? All I brought over here with me was white and some glitter. I do have the hologram glitter paint. That seems to be like a staple, so I could add some sparkle with that, possibly. But I just want to make sure that those cool designs from the paint pour show through, because they actually did what they're supposed to do. So we'll see. I'll just have to keep playing with it. It is a bit messy. Like, I have to get used to that. I'm not, I've watched some of Shannon's videos, and she looks like she has a nice setup like outside, because she does so many of them, and it's amazing. But I just took an old cookie sheet that I decided was ready to die and put some foil down on it to do the pours, and that seems to be working well. And I think in the future I've seen other people too, where they dip smaller rocks like these ones I'm working on, like face down into the paint that has dripped off, and you get a similar design so you don't waste as much paint. And I kind of like that idea too. But it's made me realize I need to be much more prepared before I start, because I'm not always that prepared. So, hi, Jacqueline. Oh, 5 ladybug rocks. I love doing ladybug rocks. They're very easy and they're fun, and you can kind of customize them to seasons. A lot of people go really crazy with all the different themes that they do with their ladybugs. There's some people I follow on Instagram that do some really creative things with them. I like them because you can keep them really simple if you want to, or you can, get really detailed. And that one I did for Halloween seemed to be pretty popular. People liked that glittery spider web. It really came out neat once on that black background. Yeah, cookie sheet and aluminum foil. It worked perfect because the cookie sheet has an edge. So I figure it'll catch it. If it happens to run to the edge, it won't run over. So that was my thought on that. And it has worked well. And it needed to be retired. It was a rough looking cookie sheet. So I'm happy to give it a new purpose in life. That works well. Oh, you're in the East Coast of New England. Awesome. So you're definitely solidly in the afternoon then. I am just shoved some lunch down my throat before I hopped on. It was lunchtime. I got the little one eating lunch, so he'll chill out for a bit. And we have finally reached our fall weather here. Oh, okay. So somebody supplies you with rocks from a beach. That must be so nice because they're so smooth. When they come from anywhere where there's water, those are the best. Those are definitely the best because they're so smooth and fun to paint on, and probably perfectly shaped for ladybugs too, I bet. Tammy's from Tennessee. So you guys are all east of me. Definitely. It's interesting to see everybody from all over the place. It's so cool. All right, I'm going to let that dry a bit, and I think I'm going to do the same. Actually, this one's a little smoother. Maybe we'll do something super creative on this one. Let's try. Right? Beach rocks. That's why I've started ordering them from Home Depot. They're Mexican beach pebbles. Some of these little ones are, but they're super, super smooth, and I think they must come from the beach there. And they're great. I think this pen might be on its last legs. That's okay. So I'm going to write boo on this one too, but bigger. And maybe I will get a spider web in one of the O's. I almost called them zeros. How funny. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. It's too soon. Yes, it is fun to pick them yourself, but you can do that at nurseries. There are nurseries. I mean, if you can find a nursery in your area that will let you go pick through their river rock, then you can pick exactly the rocks that you want to get. And from the stories I've heard, I've yet to do that yet, but people get like a 5-gallon bucket for like $5. So to me, that's affordable. And then the Home Depot, I've actually been ordering them online. I don't even mess with going into the store because usually they're only in the store in the summertime anyway. So likely they're not there so much now. When, it's there because of summertime gardening, landscaping type of projects. But online you can get them year round. And I discovered it last year during the pandemic when I didn't want to go out to the store. And I found smaller bags of them for like $10 and tons of rocks in them that are small like this, good little hiders. And then you can pay a little bit more to get like 2 to 3 inch size rocks. So yeah, it's and then if you order $40 or more, it's free delivery, which is great. People paint rocks and buy them, but I'm not trusting some of these websites. Repeated rocks that go from $27 to $30. Are those rocks that are already painted or rocks for painting? So yes, ladybugs are pretty awesome. So what are the rocks that are you guys seem to know what that's about? I guess I must have missed it. Are they rocks for painting or painted rocks already and then people are ripping people off for them? Is that what's happening? I know there's some like just individuals that sell things like the Santorinis and those kind of rocks usually come from, actually there are landscaping businesses. I've bought them from landscaping businesses, but I've enjoyed getting smaller quantities from the individuals that sell them. And so far, so good. I've had good luck. Oh, you have a ladybug tattoo. How cool. Ladybugs are pretty awesome. They are fun. Oh, I'm sorry. So your mom was a nurse and she passed away 3 years ago on your birthday, a brain tumor and bone cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds like a very tough experience to go through. I'm an only child too, so I do understand that. That's a tough one. Oh yeah, you have to be careful. It is so hard, and I know here we've come up across some of the environmental folks think it's not appropriate to take them from like creek beds and rivers and whatnot. And I can kind of see that because, I mean, if everybody started doing it, it could cause some sort of ripple effect, right? So I do get that, but I'm figuring, like where's Home Depot getting them from? You can't really grow rocks or harvest them like you can plants. So like, where are they coming from? So probably, I don't know, there's no easy answer there. Definitely no easy answer. But they do bring joy. And I'm hoping to finish editing a video. I was in Las Vegas for work this week. And, okay, they're already painted. Got it. Okay, so people are selling rocks and then maybe changing the price. Or they're just too expensive. I can understand that. Yeah, so I'm hoping to finish up a video and get it out later this week, not Tutorial Tuesday, but maybe by Thursday or Friday. So I was in Vegas for work this week. And one of the things I really wanted to make a video about is there is a healing garden there that was created after the Route 91 shooting that happened 4 years ago now. It was a concert in Las Vegas and there was a mass shooting and it was awful. 58 people lost their lives. And the community came together. I think it started as a sketch and I can't remember who sketched it. I think it might have been a construction guy or a landscaper. Sketched out this garden. The city of Las Vegas gave the land. And then all of these volunteers and donors came together, and in a matter of 4 days after this tragedy occurred, they built this healing garden. And there's a tree for each of the people who lost their lives. And I had gone to it a couple of months after it was built. And it was just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And one of the things that the place was flooded with was painted rocks. So local people in Las Vegas that paint rocks, and then also just people sent them from all over. We took some down from up here. And so it was really neat to see that painted rocks were a big part of it, and they still are. And the garden has grown and it's got more to it. There's just more to it now than there was 4 years ago, and painted rocks are still a huge part of it. So I went there and did some videos so I could share it with you guys, because it's really a neat place, and it's just very peaceful and a very neat memorial to everyone that was there that didn't make it out. So very neat thing. Oh goodness. So you had major back surgery because you had a Harley accident. Oh my goodness. And the ladybugs are comforting. Well, that is a good thing. That's what it's all about. I hope that you're healing up and feeling better. That's a tough one. I don't think I could. I'm afraid of riding motorcycles, so I give you a gold star for even being brave enough to do it. I get nervous when they drive in front of me. I have this horrible fear that they're going to hit something and then tip over in front of me, and I won't be able to swerve away. It's very silly, but that's just don't like driving behind them. I don't want to hurt anybody. Well, this little web might be a little globby because this little brush is not as thin as the writing, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Yes, so hoping to have it out this week, Tammy. If all goes well, it will be out this week and you'll be able to see it. And a little bit of the fun stuff in Vegas. I go there a fair amount for my job, and one of the fun things about it is when you go in the middle of the week, which is when I have to go, all of the hotels are like way cheaper, so you can stay in some of the places that I would normally not ever be able to afford if I were there for fun, like on a weekend or something. So it is fun. I mean, I guess you get used to it if you go enough. It's not as the Strip loses its appeal, but there is so much to see, and there really is so much culture in Vegas, and so much good food. Holy cow, so much good food. So it is a lot of fun. But that garden is a very fun, not fun, it's peaceful. Peaceful is the word that comes to mind. Oh, you've never been there before. It's pretty neat. It is pretty neat. I mean, it can be a bit much too, but there's kind of something for everybody. Lots of art, lots of shows. The Cirque shows are just amazing. I've been to a couple of those over the years because it's like circus meets musical meets concert kind of. It's just they're very amazing to watch, and very entertaining for sure. But let's see here. This is working out, I think, with the paint pour in the background. This might work. Like a little water on the brush. So spider webs look really hard, but they're actually quite easy. So you just kind of need to make almost like a wagon wheel, some sort of set of spokes, no set number, and then you do these draping curved lines in between them, and it creates the spider web. It's really quite simple. And then it creates this intricate looking, beautiful design, which is super fun. Let's see. Can you resin? Yes. So yes, you can resin over these. You do have to let these dry. I think Shannon said she lets hers dry for a week before she touches them. And I don't know. We'll have to ask her if she shows up, or if she's here, she can pipe in if she adds to them or just puts them out as is, because some of hers I think are shaped like the fish. But I have resined over the first batch that I did, and I took some of those to Las Vegas. I think I still need to share a picture of those. But yes, you can resin over them. You just want to make sure that it's fully dry. So these have been poured for over a week, so they're definitely dry enough. So yes, the rock. A lot of people found kindness rocks, I think, during the pandemic when they, if they were stuck at home and they were looking for, hobbies or things that they could do with their kids. And this, I think it kind of blew up a little bit, or people that hadn't found it yet found it during that time, which is cool. In the healthcare, that was one of my very first videos when I started the channel to try and help our local rock group. It was doing these cute little healthcare hero rocks to take and hide, or to put them outside a hospital or whatever. And I was actually thinking it might be time to do another round of them or something like it, and just plunk a bunch of them, because I know the hospitals have been going through heck, at least here. Because my husband works there, so I know that it's been rough for them, and it's been busy and it's crowded, and it's definitely a crazy time for them. So I think it would be nice to do another round, because they haven't stopped. The world may have gotten a little bit of a break and a lift from it at times, but they have not stopped. So. Oh, okay. You're in your 3rd month, so you're still pretty new. I didn't realize that you were that new to it. But yeah, it's fun. It's so much fun. And I think the tutorial, like the channels that are out there, there's lots of them. It's cool, because I think we all are just a little bit different, or we're unique, have unique styles, or unique, certain things that we do, or how we do things. So it's good to watch them all and learn and interact, and it's super fun. Hi, Brian. Holy cow, we have somebody from the UK. What time is it in the UK right now? I have zero concept of what my time difference is from you. I'm guessing it's probably a decent chunk, but I don't know off the top of my head without pulling up Google. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, a hobby that turned into therapy. Yep, I agree. I think it's a two-way street. I think we're putting them out there and sharing them as an act of kindness, but I think the act of making them is also very therapeutic. I have found that when I have a rough week at work, or a rough day even, I'll make time to paint something small, like one of these small ones, before I go to bed or something, and it just kind of resets me and puts me back to center, and it's good. It's all good. But I think that's cool that it can be a two-way street, where it's good for us, and hopefully it's good for the person that finds it too, right? Worst case, you'll make them smile. Worst case. And then, that's the least you can do, I guess. Not worst case, but the least you can do. You're going to make someone smile, or pause, or go, oh, what's that? And then, depending, you might have an even bigger impact than that. And it's okay not to know. Some people have a really hard time not knowing what happens. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Nice to see you. We're just painting along on these paint pour rocks, and I'm giving everybody a fair chance to get here, because I know we have some late arrivals every week, it seems like. So I'm holding on a bit for that giveaway. And then I have a cool tool that's part of this live streaming software, I guess, that I use, that will actually I can give you a sneak peek of what it will do. So what we will do, we won't do it now, so don't do it now, but you will type in the exact thing that I have here into the comments. And then once you've all put your entries in, it will draw a random winner. So I think the rules on the giveaway were you had to be here because you have to be able to put the comment in. Had to be in the US, and I think that was it. You'll just have to do the comment, and it's a random pick from that comment. So it's a really cool tool. I've seen it used on some other live streams, and it's neat. It kind of runs through everybody's names, and since we have a small group, everybody will have a really good shot at winning. So giveaways on YouTube are kind of tricky, so I don't do them as often as I would like, but it can be fraught with legalities, and I'm hoping that my channel is small enough and our little corner of the rock painting world is small enough that it doesn't draw the kind of attention of people like giving away iPads or cash or whatever other people do. But sorry, I cannot give you all an iPad. Yes, exactly, Jacqueline. One little word or a picture on the rock. I can tell you one story. There was one story where I found out about what happened to one of mine. Oh, the lives. So I'm trying to do them weekly on Sundays at noon Pacific time. I don't know what that is for you. But I've been trying to do them weekly unless I've got something going on. And I'll let you know. And so I do try and post it by Friday, the Friday prior, so that you know, and there's a little button you can set a reminder once the stream has been set up. So you can set a reminder so that it'll holler at you on your phone app or on the computer that it's gone live, so you know. So, oh, how sweet. So let me tell you a story about one of the rocks that I did find out where it ended up, and it made me tear up when I read the story. So the mother of a little girl posted the story in our local rock painting group. And so it was after a New Year. I don't remember what year it was, but it was around New Year's. And I work at a university. And so I had made a bunch of rocks, and I was going to take them to the gym on campus because they, it's a nice gym. It's a really nice gym. And I figured, everybody at New Year's is all, super enthusiastic about starting to work out and, being healthy and all that stuff. So I made a bunch of rocks of, like, one of them was, I think that the one that she found was "You're Stronger Than You Think." And it had this like female, like a silhouette of a female flexing. And then there was one that I think referenced like a mile's still a mile, no matter how fast you go, or something like that. So it was a bunch of sort of fitness related rocks. And I put them all around kind of near the gym, thinking that the gym people were going to find them. And then this mom posted a story that they had come to the university on a field trip from a rural part of our state, and her little girl is constantly bullied, I guess, at this school. And she found the rock. The little girl found the rock. And of course I had written on the back, like, keep her rehide. So it was fine that she kept it, but I guess the other little kids were giving her a hard time that she shouldn't have kept it, and she should have given it back. And so she kept it. And the mom said that the little girl told her that it made her realize that she could do anything she wanted, and if that meant coming to college there at that university, like, it just gave her this little boost of oomph. And that was super cool, because I never expected that that's who would find it, and that, she stood her ground and kept that rock like she was supposed to, and it was meant for her. So it was pretty neat that she got that, and hopefully she'll end up in college at our university someday. That'd be really cool. because I think she was only in 2nd grade at the time. That was several years ago. But let's see, who else we got here? Oh, Justine is here. Is your mom here? Justine does these paint pours with her mom all the time, I think. So, 20:30 p.m. Oh, I'm so bad at military time, but that's late, isn't it? Yep, that's like 8:30 p.m. I think for you. Okay, got it. Justine got the great welcome from everyone. All right, I think I'm going to add some glitter to this one. These O's are a little bit too small to add the spider webs, so I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on this guy just to... Oh, you know what we could do? I didn't bring black paint over here, but we could make these eyes. That's not a terrible idea. What if we make them big, googly eyes? We'll have one up here. I'll have to fix it with black paint after the live because I didn't bring it over here, but that's fun. Goofy, goofy eyes. You don't drive, but you love to go hide some of these rocks. They're everywhere. Well, depending on what your neighborhood's like, you can walk. We do that. We walk and take them, as many as we can carry, or we'll pull the little wagon we have and put them in there and go hide them around the neighborhood. Or maybe if somebody drives you, you could go on or parks like it too. If you went on an outing with a friend or something and went to a park, that's another thing we'll do, is take a basket of them and go hide them at a park, because little ones will find them. Where else? I often leave them at our mailbox. When I go check the mail, I'll leave them, and I've seen a couple of them at my neighbor's houses. Oh, okay. You have a friend that's live at the LA game. LA what? Lakers? Lakers aren't playing yet, are they? Basketball, football, Dodgers maybe? Might be baseball, huh? Not yet, Brian. Not yet. And I think we might have a challenge that I think the official rules were U.S. residents. So I'm going to have to figure out how to expand it internationally and figure out international shipping. I don't know that it would get to you in time for you to decorate it for Halloween, but we will get there. We will get there. Oh, the Chargers. Okay. So San Diego Chargers in LA. Got it. I used to live in Southern California, so I'm halfway familiar with some of that stuff. But, oh, Sammy wants to say hi. Say hi. You want to unclip it? Here, hold on. Okay, say hi.
Hi, Joey.
Say hi, hi.
Hi, hi. Spookaboo.
Spookaboo. I know. Look it. Made some spider webs. Anna, don't climb again. Last time you climbed, we had issues last week. Remember? Somebody said, hi, Sammy. I am in northern Nevada, Tammy. So not Vegas, the other end. But yeah, everybody hears Nevada and they think Las Vegas, but there is a whole other large part of the state that that is different than Vegas quite a bit. We still have the gambling and stuff, but in different ways. And Tahoe is not far from me, which is cool.
Say hi with my hand?
No.
Too?
Oh, you want to wave your hand in front of the camera? Okay, real quick. There's a wave. Hello from the other side. Oh, okay. Yeah, Henderson is just right outside of Vegas. That's actually where I was part of the time when I was in Vegas, because that's we were at Nevada State College for an event. So Henderson has grown a lot. But let's see. Let's get some sparklies on here. Don't pull on that. You're going to break it. So this will be a sparkly spider web. Careful.
I want to test the medium.
You're not scared of Halloween? Halloween's fun. It doesn't have to be scary. I think Halloween can be fun.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Yes.
Halloween. Halloween.
Are you getting down because you're bumping me? Stop.
No, I love you. That
We're going to have glitter in places that glitter does not belong because you're bumping me. Careful.
I'm moving your mouse.
No, don't move the mouse.
Well, I am. I'm pointing at you. Pointing.
Hold on. Stop. Yes, he's singing along. Funny, we can't get through the movie. He leaves the room when we try and watch the movie, but we do have a cool giant Oogie Boogie blow up in our yard that Daddy got this year, so that's pretty cool. We seem to collect. Stop, you're shaking the thing. Collecting more and more and more.
I need to talk something real fast.
Why?
I always hug him.
You hug
All my blow ups.
you say hello to them.
Yes, I hug him. One time, it also the system went off, and then all of them.
They deflated, huh?
Yes.
Okay. You don't need to be spooky season. Silly Willy, hop down.
No, I never hopped down.
Stop.
I love you.
Okay. Everybody's saying hello.
Hello.
We have quite a group in here today.
Hello.
Oh, I see. So he's not in Henderson anymore. Got it. You don't celebrate Halloween. That's cool too. Totally cool.
No, sir. It's too fun that I want to play it.
Everything works
as perfectly as it does.
Let's see. Okay, I think I got all of my. Nope, I missed a line. Lighting here is not quite the same as where I normally paint, so I'm trying to make sure I got all the. I missed a couple little swoops here. Let's see. Okay.
I got that.
All right.
My name is Watchducks. My name is Watchducks. Hi, Watchducks. Mama Ducks. Hi, Mama Ducksy. Hi, Mama Duck.
He just turned 6. So, yep. Yep, he's a little dude. He is a little dude, but full of energy that I wish I could siphon some of it out of him and drink it in my coffee. So, what are we going to do with this beast? Sammy, stop, please.
Oh, I need you.
Trying to figure out what to do with this beast. I'm almost hesitant to get into it right now because I am going to have to hop off pretty soon. So I'm hesitant to jump into this. Let's see. Oh my goodness, child. And I'm torn because this one's big. You can kind of see, I guess, the size of my hands. It's a big rock. So I'm not sure if I'll hide it or if I'll make it part of like our Halloween decor outside or not. We found quite a bit of, we have a bunch of painted rocks that we've gotten at parties and whatnot from our local rock group that I put them out in the front yard in our rocks. So this could work that way. Oh, let's give it a shot. No fun. You have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. Yes. I try. That's part of the reason that I schedule these at noon is because I figure I can feed him and let him watch a show, but then he finishes. And he's here. Oh, no siblings. I'm an only child too, Justine. There are advantages and disadvantages, but at your age, it's mostly advantages. All right, I'm going to try something a little different here. I'm going to do a cursive. Boo. Sorry, I stopped talking. I can't focus. And then I'm going to take this and guess what we're going to make? Another spider web. I like that. Simple, easy. There we go. All right, that'll work. I'm gonna let that dry before I stick my hand in it because that's gonna happen. So the other thing I'm gonna do is come and thicken this, thicken the writing anywhere that the pen was in a downstroke, and it'll give it a little bit more dimension. Now those bubbles are really kind of popping out. I can see them. And I have a paint smear right here too. Lovely. I think I stuck my finger in it to try and pop a bubble when it was still wet. That's okay though. So I thicken it up, the downstroke. Like that. And then we'll add some spider web. And offline, I will probably take the glitter paint and have at this guy because it's bigger and having some sparkle on it will be nice. I think I need to shake this pen up. It's a little bit kind of like it's not completely mixed. Oh, are you sharing some artwork with us? Okay, Sammy is sharing. What is this? Is that a fire truck?
Yes.
How did I know? Cool.
Can you see those things on the back? Right here?
Oh, the back of the fire truck?
Yeah, like that.
What is it? The lights?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's a light.
Good job.
Doors and 7.
Perfect.
And wheels. And that's, do you know the flap on the grandpa truck?
Yes.
Same thing.
You know what it's called? It's called a mud flap. So when you go driving through the mud, it doesn't kick up on your car.
Ew.
I'm kind of having fun with this big one too. I think I told you guys in a prior one that somebody dumped, they were getting rid of big river rock out of their yard, and they took a backhoe and left it to my mom because she wanted some of it for borders, I think, in her yard. And so she has this huge pile of river rock, and I went to see her and I was like, are you going to use all of that? And she's not. So I went through and picked the smooth ones that I wanted out. And so I have kind of a crate full of these larger ones, and they are fun to work on because they're big. It's like it gives you more room for a canvas. Sometimes that's part of the challenge with the little ones is what do you do when they're so tiny, right? But stop.
Hey, I'm trying to show you something.
Hold on one sec. You don't want me to mess up my spider web, do you?
Yes.
What?
Just kidding.
Okay, hold on.
And what you just did the last over, it kind of looks like a candy corn.
Like candy corns? Yeah, it kind of does, huh?
Or they are.
Candy corns are yummy.
Yes, but we don't have any more.
I know, we ran
Because
out.
you ate all of them. Let me show you now.
I ate the end of the bag after you guys ate some, basically. Oh,
That's for D for my brother, T for my sister, and S for me.
awesome. All kinds of art going on in the live stream today.
And now I'm going to pull this up.
I don't have a black cat. I don't have any cats. We are not a cat house. We have a doggy in our house, a little Yorkie.
Let me see something.
Hold on. Going around, trying to fill in the white here.
Wait, so you have to color it in?
I'm just filling it in a little bit because sometimes these pens don't completely fill it in the way you want it to. What? You can say it. They can hear you. Say it.
What was I going to say?
You forgot what you're going to say. Perfect.
Yes. Wait, no.
Forgot.
No,
You forgot.
no, I didn't.
Oh, allergic to cats. That's no fun. Our whole house is allergic to whatever's outside the last couple of weeks. We've had
No, I
super
remember.
runny
I
noses.
remember.
What?
Turn over.
What is it?
That my dog's so little and he's super old.
Yeah, he is kind of an old man. All right, I'm going to call it quits on this just because I'm starting to push on our hour mark here. But let's see. Let's go ahead and do the giveaway. So you got to be here, which you're all here. You got to type in this exact phrase. So just like it is, no spaces, into the comments. And then once everybody's done that, I can go ahead and click that. I'll click that draw button and we will be off to the races to give away our little, let me switch back in here. So this is what's being given away. It's a little Santorini stone. It's cut, shaped like a bat, not a blat, and it's got a little keychain thing. So it could hang off a backpack or your keys, whatever you want. You used UV paint on something similar and it looked good in the dark after charged up. That's so cool. I've been trying to find a glow in the dark paint that works really well, and the colored ones don't seem to work well. It seems to be only the like that yellowy looking one that it doesn't really have much color to it when you put it over something, but that's the main one that I found that works. Bye, Jacqueline. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care and take care of those ladybugs. Okay, so now's the time, guys. Type in spooky season into the comments, just like it is here. And I think you only need to do it once. It doesn't increase your odds if you do it multiple times, but go ahead and type it in there. And then when we get some entries in there, we will go ahead and spin the wheel and see who wins the bat. And I will put an email up for you guys to get in touch with me. Looks like we've got 2 entries so far. Come on, I know there's 7 of you, at least 7 of you that could participate in this. So let's see what you've got. Spooky season, put it in there. We're getting it. Shannon's in. Spooky season. Let's get more than 2 entries in there. I'll give you guys a few more minutes. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Nobody else wants the bat? Just 2 people? Really? I'm surprised. This would be fun to paint. I think one of the benefits, or one of the things that'll make it easier, is that you can probably take some pliers and undo this guy and take it off to paint it and seal it, and then put it back in because it's in there pretty perfectly. But this is another one that I got from Rock Inman Inspirations. So she has great cut stones, and she also sells the larger Santorinis like we were talking about before. So we're still only sitting at 2 entries. I'm shocked that more people don't want this thing. I mean, the odds are really good right now if you want this. So let's go ahead and give you guys like another 30 seconds. I'll watch the little clock. Yes, it's really fun. I've seen this done in other live streams, and it's super, super, super fun to watch these giveaways. Another live stream I watched does it to pick people. They help YouTube channels, and that's how they pick people to get channel reviews. So it's a completely random draw. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. That's super sweet. I appreciate that so much. Brian's in there. Tammy's in there. You have 2 Halloween ceramic koi. One's a skeleton and one's a glow in the dark. Oh my gosh, those sound super cool. I love that. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's see. We've got 3 entries. Let's see. All right, it looks like we've passed our 30 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and spin it. So your odds are super duper good. So get ready. You should be able to watch this live and see who our winner is. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Oh my goodness. So, of course, we landed on our challenge of you're in the UK. And so this actually happened with one of my other live streams where the rules got missed in the fine print in the description because for whatever reason. But because the rule is in the US, I think I have to respin this. If it'll let me respin this, will it let me respin it? It won't. Oh yeah, well, it'll let me respin it. Just because I have to follow the rules of the giveaway that they're US residents. I will try and do my best to figure out because it's crazy to me that there are enough people outside of the US that are watching this too, because I don't want to leave you guys out. So I have to figure out a way to make that right. So Brian, I hope you understand. I really appreciate you being here, but I am going to go ahead and spin this again and see what happens. Be funny if it lands on you again. I might need to change the rules if that's the case, figure out how to change them. Tammy. All right. Okay. So Tammy, I am going to put an email in the comments, and if you can email me your address, I will get this sent out to you. Let's see here.
Wait, the bat?
Let's see.
Why can I feel like?
Hold on. So,
how did you even get this kind of shape?
Yay, so Tammy won. Here's the email. It's also in the comments. So go ahead and shoot me an email and I will try and get this out to you in the next couple of days so that you have time to paint it if you want to make it Halloweeny, or maybe you just love bats and you want it for year round, but whatever the case. I just thought it was really cute and I don't think I'm going to have time to get to it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So, hold on. Whoop, we're losing. Why is there a Crayola marker about to stab me? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and sign off for today because we have some other stuff we have to get to. I'm sorry I can't hang on a little later today. There will be a tutorial on Tuesday, and then I'm going to be trying to get that Las Vegas video out by the end of the week also. That should be a good one. I think you guys will enjoy it. A little more storytellish, less tutorial. But I did take some rocks and put them in the garden and just randomly on the way to Vegas. So, yes, Tammy, you won. You won. So go ahead and get that email out of the comments and shoot me an email with your address, and I will get this off to you this week so you can paint it and enjoy it and all the fun things. So yeah, look out for Tutorial Tuesday, another video hopefully by the end of the week, and then I believe we'll be set to go again live next Sunday. We'll probably do noon. Maybe we should do one because it looks like a whole bunch of people are coming in now. So, or maybe there's some confusion if we're in different time zones. But I will see you again live next week. We'll work on something fun and hang out. Thanks for being here. Brian, thank you so much for being understanding, and thank you for coming. It's so cool to have an international guest in our live stream today. So everybody have a great week, and I will see you next week on the live stream, and until then, in cyberspace. Oh, hi, Tabby. You came in late. Darn it. We're just signing off. So everybody's heading out. Bye, Brian. Bye, Shannon. Bye, Jacqueline. Tabitha, I know I will see you all over the place, even though you just popped in now. You're so good about always being there. So everyone have a great week, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.